October 9th in 1962. I was 14 years old.
Kill yourself. Set yourself afire.
It was like I was having a nightmare, but I was wide awake. The voices, low and insistent, continued to speak to me from the radio.
Hang yourself. The war would be better off. You're no good at all.
Terrified, I turned off the radio, got out of bed, and crept down the hallway with my bare feet, hoping they would be tuned out. But they accompanied me.
You're worthless. You should die.
I opened the door in my parents' bedroom, looking for safety, but they were sound asleep. And even if I woke them, what would I say? The voices supplied an answer.
Go right in and tell your dad you're afraid of the dark, and then tell him about us. It will only confirm what he already knows, that you're different, a disappointment.
They were right. This wasn't a man that I could confide in, that I was hearing things.
In 2026, the Trump administration cut billions of dollars from the mental health federal institution, suspending thousands of grants and threatening access to crisis resources.
Including the 988 suicide hotline. As debates over mental health funding continue, millions of youth in America are being left unheard, untreated, and forgotten.
Among them are those living with schizophrenia,
A disorder often misunderstood until tragedy strikes.
It took 32 years for Ken Steele to get the psychiatric help he deserved.
And while Ken Steele made his first attempt at suicide at just 17.
It's not too late to provide adequate resources to our youth starting now.
This is how Ken's story began with
The Day the Voices Stopped by Ken Steele.
We're still here. You thought you got rid of us? No such luck.
As I sat in front of the TV, the voices started to talk about me.
Today, Kenny Steele will kill himself.
An electric shock ran through my body. There's no way I heard that. Hugh Downs started to talk to me.
It's all right, Kenny. Don't do it. Don't give up. Try to not kill yourself.
Barbara Walters started to interview me.
So, Kenny, tell me, the people want to know, did you really need to kill yourself? Did you really need to do it?
The voices were screaming at me. I ran out the door.
Run, you coward.
I ran straight to the school, but I didn't go inside. Instead, I went to the forest right next to it, hoping to hide from them, but they found me and continued their diatribe.
You're worthless. Your parents don't want you around anymore. You can leave home. Better yet, you could kill yourself. Yes, that's it. That's the answer. Die.
I don't know how long I sat in the forest that day, but a week later, my dad got home from work. Excited?
All right, Kenny. So, tonight, the president will be speaking about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Now I want you to hear what he has to say about those communists.
As President Kennedy spoke on TV, my voices started to speak Thucydides at me. They made it hard to figure out what I was hearing, what I was seeing. And soon later, my dad started to talk to me.
All right, so tell me, Kenny, what they teach you in school? What?
Well,
Don't listen to your father.
About Khrushchev and Cuban tobacco.
Don't answer his questions. He's no good.
Terrible communists, they're planning to ravage the world.
Turn your back away. Turn me. Do it now.
that night, voices went out as my dad continued whispering what I was feeling and what I was seeing. The voices wouldn't stop that stop! I didn't mean to.
You don't talk to your father that way. Go to bed. It's about dinner.
My dad was enraged. The voices were punishing me.
I'm grateful, boy. Now you see what you've done. You disappointed your father again. Your parents deserve a better son than you.
And soon they would have one. A week later, I learned that my parents were going to have a baby. And if I had to have a sibling, I prayed that it would be a sister. But the voices knew better. They told me that it was going to be a boy. On several terrifying occasions, they made it seem as if he were speaking to me.
I'm coming.
my brother was born May 10th, 1964. Joseph Robert Steele.
Ha! Joey's here now. He's the godson, the one they've always wanted.
It's time for you to go. Stop hanging around.
There were only two things that would make the voices stop: reading and writing. So I went vicariously through the growing pains of Huckleberry Finn, and I wrote pages and pages on what I was feeling, what I was seeing, and for 3 years, I managed to cover up what was happening to me. But the voices started to up their demands that I destroy myself.
No simple death for you. Guts and gore and a real big mess.
When you finally think they stopped, they descend on me.
Get a rope, 12 feet long and 2 inches thick.
So I went to the hardware store and I bought a rope.
Tie the noose with a C-knot and make sure it's tied tight.
And I practiced tying knots. And under the direction of the voices, I also got a stool from my basement and I hid it in the forest with a bottle of charcoal lighter fluid. And when all the preparations had been complete, the voices were pleased with me.
Good. Now the suicide kit is complete.
That night, I made 3 attempts on my life. First, I got up onto the stool and I tied the noose around my neck.
Tighter.
And as much as I tossed and I turned myself around, I couldn't manage to kick that stupid stool away!
Loser.
So I grabbed the lighter fluid and I poured it all over myself.
Empty bottle.
But I couldn't bring myself to light the match. So I thought to myself, the highway, half running, half dragging myself. I stood on the side of Route 69 and I waited for a car to come and I told myself, no! But then I saw a spotlight on top of a car. What if it was police? What if the police are coming for me? So I went all the way back home. When I got there, the state troopers were there.
See the guns in their holsters. Your father's arranging to have you killed.
They said that I was a runaway who attempted suicide. It wasn't me. They wanted to take me to a mental hospital, but my family convinced them to let me see our family physician. Though I don't remember much about what happened that night, I remember what happened when we got home. It was me, my mom, and my dad was on the phone with somebody, talking about how I had a mental illness. Dad, please just tell me what it is. Maybe I can look in the library and I can figure out how to spell it, and I can make it all stop. Please. I can make them all go away and I'll be your perfect kid again, Dad. Just please talk to me.
Kenny, take this paper.
I don't want a piece of paper.
No, Kenny. Take the paper.
So I read the paper in bolded capital letters. It said SCHI